Welcome back to the Re Up Podcast, here for everything nerd culture from the minds of 20 somethings. And we're back from our little break, our little hiatus, and we're back. And you know what? Originally, we would say we're back and refreshed from our break, but no, because at the beginning of today, this is June 1st, happy Pride Month and all.
Pride Month,
but
everyone.
we recorded basically like 2 episodes today, and OBS wanted to be a bitch, and
Let's go.
we're back here at 11 o'clock p.m. doing another episode when we recorded basically 2 others. So
Let's freaking go, guys.
let's go. It's late night. It's late night hours of podcast. So
oh man, that means it's the Rated X podcast. Time to say everything that's gonna get us demonetized.
no, we're not doing that. But we recorded a little bit of a trailer for the episode beforehand. You check it out on our Instagram at Reupcast there. But we're gonna get into things real quick. Something I didn't talk about in the previously ill-gotten recordings of earlier today. Spider-Man: No Way Home. I think it had a poster reveal.
It
It
did.
did.
Let me look it up
I think
before we get canceled
because
for having incorrect information.
I remember
Let me
it,
see.
I
'Cause
remember
it would have been trending on
I
Twitter.
remember I thought it was trending on Twitter.
Yeah, because there was supposed to be a trailer today. Well, that's what people were saying because it's Tom Holland's birthday at the time of recording.
That's why. I saw either poster or a trailer. It was just his birthday.
It wasn't.
But
There's nothing.
there's nothing.
I don't
Exactly.
see one yet.
But I did see.
I don't see it.
I did see a fan made one that was really nice. That had Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire and all of them, and it looked really good. But I did see it
speaking
trending on
of
Twitter.
Spider-Man.
What's about Spider-Man?
Speaking of Spider-Man, I found out my favorite alt version of Spider-Man.
Is it the Ultimate Spider-Man from the TV show? That was really good.
No. It's
Spider-Man.
It's spiders. It's Spiders, man.
Oh,
Spiders,
the
man.
Spiders Man. For
Yeah.
those who don't
Spider-Man is
read
cool,
comic
bro.
books, this is a Spider-Man from Ultimate Universe where it's a collection of sentient spiders,
Hive mind spiders.
hive mind spiders that believe they're Peter Parker.
Yeah,
That's
that are
dope.
just in a costume, and I just like the idea. Like, I want him to be in this movie. Just like, nobody questions it. They just think he's a Peter that just hasn't taken off his mask yet. And then like they're fighting someone, and he like gets his costume ripped, and just a horde of spiders just eat someone alive.
Now that's awful because like how, like sometimes movies be like edited for call seizure warnings and like pre-screenings and stuff.
Arachnophobia
Yeah,
warning.
Arachnophobia, hella warning. I feel like some little kid is gonna be like, this kid has Spider-Man nightmares. Like, what's wrong, little Timmy? Hey, Spider-Man is fucking coming out of Spider-Man. My bad is us. Like, oh, like that's really like, and then you get the next major lawsuit from
And you know what's great about Spiders, man?
what?
You know what's great about them is that like you have to kill pretty much every spider because even if one gets away, they can just repopulate.
Does the Spider-Man's because they think they're Peter Parker. Do they bang
Well-
Mary Jane?
So no, what happened was that like this was back when he was dating Gwen Stacy.
Oh,
When he fell into this pit of spiders and his corpse was eaten alive by the spiders, and then they took his
my-
consciousness.
oh my god. Oh
And
my god.
now he's like an anti-hero that goes around, beating up people. And Gwen Stacy like finds out that that's Peter. And he's like, Peter, we can work to fix you. He's like, no, I'm a monster now. This is my life.
So
is no fixing me.
Spider-Man does not canonically fuck, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no.
God,
Spider-Man is getting no bitches.
God, oh god,
Bro,
that sounds
Spider-Man isn't my favorite. The Emissary of Hell is, bro.
Yo,
Spider-Man.
fucking Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man.
that is definitely good. I think my favorite Spider-Man. I don't remember if he got his own universe or not, but like it was just the bullshit '60s cartoon. Spider-Man, if you remember that.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
that one. I don't know if it's because I watched those, and then like I also watched the dubs on YouTube growing up. Like
That
yeah, this shit.
Yeah.
It's the stupid shit. It's like you
J.
guys
Jonah
know-
Jameson hasn't paid me today.
I like
Let's see what's going
how
on.
Yeah.
in the Spider-Verse comics, when they go to that reality, like they're like, why don't we have to shoot our webs on buildings to like swing? They're just like, no, you just shoot up and you just swing across the sky. You can shoot it at the sky and still swing.
But also, it wasn't it's not Superior Spider-Man. It's what happens afterwards when Doc Ock, like, you know, like
Superior Octopus.
Yeah, Superior Octopus is cool. I thought that was cool.
It's
Superior
cool.
Octopus is lame.
Also,
I
you
don't care
know,
what nobody says.
Scarlet Spider is like also one of my like favorites. You know,
Scarlet Spider's cool.
like that's always been really cool to me. Like the clone Ben Riley.
Oh, you talking about?
But
Ben.
that
I thought
comes
we were
from
talking
like the
about
worst,
Kane.
like the worst saga ever, though.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Kane.
Oh no, I'm talking about
Kane, cool, bro. He kills
Kane's
people.
Kane is pretty cool. He's edgelord Peter.
the
He's
mark of
Edward.
Cain is so scary. All right, okay, so
What?
thing-
Why? What? We're not gonna talk about the mark of Cain.
not
Dude,
the
I love
biblical-
the Bible.
No, not the biblical thing. Okay,
We're gonna go.
no,
We're gonna go on a bibiblical tangent
Before
real
we
quick.
go
on
on
the
the
biblical
biblical
tangent,
tangent,
bro.
before we go on the biblical tangent, in a comic book, for those who don't know, the mark of Cain was Cain's technique, special move, because you know Spider-Man can adhere his main thing is why he sticks to walls and everything, because he can just he changes the friction and can stick to anything, and he just chooses not to stick to something. That's what he's been on top of the Hulk's arm in like a non-frictional surface. Oh, I'm gonna stick to that. So he uses it as, okay, I'm gonna stick to your face and
Rip it off.
and just rip it off. That's
Give
some
me that
scary,
shit.
messed up. That's some messed up shit right
That's
there.
freaking. That's like the best way to use your power, bro. Like, why wouldn't you use your power?
Why wouldn't you use it for that?
That's
Peter, you're
awful.
lame.
No, Peter, you're lame. No, Peter. Spider-Man is actively saving all
Green
supervillains.
Goblin? Green Goblin tosses your girlfriend off a bridge.
Bruh, I'm
Easy
marking
fix,
Kane and Green Goblin all day, dude.
I feel
Easy fix.
like though, like Black Suit Peter would have done that though.
I mean, yeah.
Superior was mauling people in the
Right.
street.
Dude, Black Suit Peter actually had on a pair of black Air Forces, dude.
That's entire suit was just a
His
black
suit
Air
was
Force.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. His
His
suit
suit
was
was
black
a black
Air Force.
I think Venom itself is just the essence of when you like melt down black Air Forces.
That's what
Like,
it is.
you know, if you melt down a pair of black Air Forces, Venom will just drip out.
It's the Venom.
Bro, it's a
Bro.
symbiote.
That would be. Now I need a cosplay of like someone just taking apart a bunch of black Air Forces and stitching like
Make
a
Venom,
Venom costume. That would be. That's a creative idea. But no, that's what I was talking about, not the biblical stuff. But
Yeah, no. Biblical tangent real quick.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of wild ass shit in the Bible that people don't talk about.
Yes, there is.
Like my
Okay.
favorite story is like the story of fucking Onan. So like Onan had a brother and like his brother had a wife. You know, they're doing their thing. And then Onan's brother dies. So like he krills over. Yeah, he krills over. And you know, back in the day, you're expected like and Onan's brother and his wife didn't have any kids.
Right.
So back in the day, you're expected to provide his wife with kids
Oh my
as your brother's widow.
Right. Right.
So Onan, you know, goes over to his wife's place, you know, he boos her up, you know. He's like, "Hey baby, how you doing?" And you know, he slides up in there and he clapping them cheeks. But then he pulls out
nuts
and nuts on the
bro.
ground.
And God kills
And
him.
Oh my.
The sentence that was used was, "And God saw what Onan did, and he was not pleased." And then God smited him as punishment. And I'm just like, I imagine he pulled out,
Oh my
and then
God.
all of a sudden just a lightning bolt just came down and just fucking fried him on the
Ratchet
spot.
shit, bro.
I like to
Oh, that's
think
not-
I'm. You know that fucking Tom and Jerry meme where Tom's holding the newspaper and looks up in disappointment. That's just God. Like you did.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you did what?
Did you just
How
nut on the
did you
floor,
just
bro?
not? Fucking just zap.
Yeah, you're done for it.
This
You're
is
done.
fucking cool.
No, the funniest is Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. It's
Yo,
it's
Sodom and
hilarious.
Gomorrah is fucking
Sodom
wild
and-
and dude.
It's a wild story. So it's like
Yeah.
so like two angels come down. It's like God's been like, I'm gonna destroy like a whole bunch of cities. He's like, bro, he's like, bro, if you can just find one good guy in the city, bro, you don't have to destroy the city, bro. And he's like, I'm gonna destroy it, just get him out of town or whatever. And so the two angels come down and they're like, and all the people in the city just want to have sex with the angels, bro. and they're like, I need to clap those angels' cheeks. And the angels go into Lot's house, and Lot opens the door. He's like, bro, you don't have to rape the angels, bro. Just have my
Oh
two
my
virgin
God.
daughters.
No.
and the townspeople are like, no, we want them angels.
We want them cheeks. They
No.
We
dummy
want them
thick.
angel cheeks.
Or am I-
And so they escape, right? And
Uh-huh.
so he's like, and don't look back because we're going to destroy the city after this. And Lot's wife turns around and she turns to salt, bro, because she looked back. She turns to salt.
Also,
all the
the
years
great
of all
part
the
is
years.
it's the after story,
yeah,
which
no,
is
it's the after
which is
story.
fucking hilarious.
When they get
So
to the
Lot
cave,
gets into the cave with his two virgin daughters, and they get him drunk, and they fuck him.
Oh man.
They fuck their dad to procreate.
Oh goodness.
This
No,
is the
like-
Bible. It's wild.
It's after the years of like vacation Bible school when you grow up and then like realize, oh, man, these stories are fucked up. Like one of my favorite like things about it was like the story like of Jesus, and like if you take that in a modern aspect, you know, she just magically becomes pregnant and gives birth to like the Son of God. Joseph is probably down bad. It's like, huh? I was like, okay. It's like, my favorite thing was his TikTok. He's like, here you go, Mary. I baked you this pie from scratch.
I see
And,
that.
and she goes, we don't have an oven. Oh, don't worry. God help me. That doesn't. Well, then how do you think that sounds, Mary? Huh? I didn't bake this child, but you expect me to raise him? Came out of nowhere, he's magically pregnant now? Huh? That's what you do? You know, she like, just imagine just out of nowhere. You'd be confused. You'd be upset. Oh, I'm supposed to be fine because this is the Son of
It's
God.
God's baby, bro. It's God's child.
According to her, according to her, it's Angel.
That's God's baby.
God cucks you. That's what happened.
God cut Joseph, and Joseph had to wait until God clapped first, and then he got to have his son. It's tough.
That's right. Because didn't Jesus have a brother, like little brother, something like
Jesus
that?
has a little brother. He's not important though.
The biggest,
Don't
the
care about it.
biggest in your shadow of all time. Talking about you in your sibling shadow. I don't remember this
Jesus.
kid's name.
No one knows his name. He's Jesus'
If
brother.
you know Jesus' younger brother's name, add us on Twitter at the Ria Podcast. Because I want to know. Because I genuinely don't remember. Just getting cut. Is Deshaun frozen?
Yeah, Deshaun's frozen, bro.
I thought he was just sitting there chilling.
No, he's gone.
Is he
Oh,
gone?
he's-
Well, Deshaun's having some technical difficulties. Dawson, we're getting the countdown to Strive. You know, it's coming.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
coming down to the final wire. And as a Leo main, I need you to explain how. Oh, there he goes. Deshaun will be back after.
Okay, my internet died.
Okay, that's
Oh.
what happened. Okay,
Yeah.
you were stuck in this pose of like just pure.
He
But I
goes-
thought you were just mad chilling. I thought you were just sitting there taking it all in.
No. My
Thinking
my
about it.
internet decided that it was gonna shit itself.
We're glad you're back. Okay, I was just having Dawson try to explain to me why on the Guilty Gear Strive website Leo
9
is
days.
a balanced character.
Bro,
He
he's
has a
balanced, bro.
projectile.
Projectile, DP,
DP.
grab, command
He
grab,
has a command grab. Yeah, like
and a counter. That's balanced.
and a counter. Yeah.
That's definitely balanced.
If that's balanced,
I
why
don't see how
can't
that's not
y'all play him as balanced? Play him
I
like
do.
that then.
I do. I always throw. my
Well, you know,
projectile.
like Ken's a Shoto. All right. Ken's a fucking Shoto.
I play him as a
Do
rush
people
down.
play Ken like he's a Shoto? No.
No,
Bro, this is Guilty Gear. Everyone's a rush down in Guilty Gear.
They play him rush down.
Nah.
This is Guilty
See,
Gear, bro.
you can't think like that because the person who doesn't think like that will fuck you up. Oh, you want everyone's a rush down? Let me play slow for a second.
I
And
mean,
then
it's
when
like
that
when you run
danger
into a
pops up-
Steve. It's like when you run into a Steve player on Tekken who's not rushing you down, and you're just like, "Oh fuck,
What do
this
I do?
guy doesn't know. This guy knows what he's doing."
What do I do?
What do I do?
You sit there, bro. That if he's not rushing me down, I can just get into backstands for free. It's a free backstands. What is he? You better rush me. It's a free
God.
backstands.
And so it was.
You run at me willy nilly. That's a counter.
I love it. We were playing XRF 2 out in the lobby with Dawson and Grant, and I'm playing some match, and I think it was Grant that goes, "What's that sound? Greg, is that you? Are you using your stick?" I'm like, Yeah, like you can clearly hear the clacking of my stick through the microphone. That's how it be when you in the zone, you play, and you trying to
When
win.
you're playing, when you're trying to fight against a Leo player, they're just mashing the controller. That's all they can do. Just
Bruh.
mash.
Talking about
All you hear is mangling.
Sweat playing against a fucking who does nothing but play Chip.
Oh yeah.
God
plays Chip,
damn.
bro. He plays Chip and Johnny.
Plays Chip and Johnny.
Oh my god.
I'm disgusted right now.
Like, you know how hard that is? When I'm playing, like, I play Bedman.
You know how hard that is when you play Potemkin?
But Timken needs to
I
stay at the
mean,
bottom of
Sure,
your list. What do you want?
if I wanted to, like, put all my time into Sin or, like, Jam. But, like, even then, it's Chip and Johnny of
Let's
XR.
go.
And Johnny alone is
That
just...
coin?
Just
When do I
fuck Johnny.
burst? When do I burst?
You don't.
Fuck that nigga Johnny. I hate him so
I'm in the
much.
corner. When do I
I don't want to
burst?
see that. I don't want to see that nigga back.
I don't want to see that man back.
There's a couple of characters that I just never want to see back.
Justice.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see Chip. Not Chip. Cliff.
Mm-hmm. Cliff was
Fucking
gone.
Justice.
What's the one from Accent Core with the giant keys at ABA?
Abla. I don't want to see them back. Fucking Testament. Definitely don't want to see that nigga back. Fuck him.
God.
Yeah, no. And then like I'm really tempted to say
Oh,
Johnny,
We
but Johnny's a mainstay, so
He gonna
you
be
know
good.
he's coming back in that DLC.
We also got some lore, right? Like, isn't like what's her face with the pumpkin mask? Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jacko. Yeah,
Jacko's like-
that's
the
Ar-
the body of
it's the body of Arya.
it's the body of Arya.
Well, it's a clone of Arya, and then now Arya's come back, like her consciousness, so she's using Jack O's body. It's fucking weird. And then also that man, we get to see his face finally.
Mhm.
We get to see the twink in the story trailer. He's a twink with the eye patch.
Wait. So
Uh,
I have a question. If
yeah.
it's the clone of Arya's body, but then Arya's actual soul inhabits that body,
it's just Arya.
it's just Arya, right?
Yeah, it's just Arya wearing the Jacko outfit.
So that whole giant gear she turns into that monster in the previous game, that's just done?
Yeah, no, they finally, I think, for once, beat Justice finally enough to where,
So
Arya's good.
now that
because-
means Jacko is Soul's wife, Dizzy's mother, Kai's
Mother-in-law
Sin's
and Sin's grandma.
Oh god, it's really that what's the fucking it's the meme with the Guilty Gear gameplay and then Guilty Gear lore, and it's
the woke up like this fucking meme.
no, it's the I
you
didn't
did
have
not-
to cut
not to
you
cut
off.
you
Yeah, and the expansive lore playing in the back.
Guilty Gear lore is honestly like some big brain shit. Props to my man, fucking Wooly, for doing those lore videos because
Oh my god.
the scrounging you have to do, fucking books, audio dramas.
It's,
What's up with these Japanese people and doing fucking books, audio dramas? I
Hey,
mean,
you know
Yoko Taro fucking loves stage plays.
you know what's funny?
You want to watch a stage play about fucking Nier?
You know who also does that? Fucking the BBC with Doctor Who. You think Doctor Who's lore is just based on the television show? No, it's the television series, it's the movies, it's the books, it's the audio dramas, it's the comic books, and they want to piece together a same story in these different mediums. Like this whole extra shit about the Time Lord Victorious in an audiobook, comic book, TV show, the expanded universe bullcrap. Like I'll give props to like Star Wars where they said, okay, all those books, yeah, those aren't canon. We're keeping it streamlined. As much as those books increased the lore and expanded the universe, making a coherent plot line is nice is easy on
You
the
know,
brain.
I disagree with you, Greg. I disagree with you because like having that extended lore just it makes the experience better if you so go to seek it. but you don't need it for the most part, because most of for like Guilty Gear, for example, they usually inform you what happened anyways in like a sentence or two, so
Yeah.
it's fine. But if you want to seek it out, if you want to delve into that rabbit hole
If you want to,
and waste hours of your life researching, then you can go for it.
Here,
It's like
you know what?
Nier.
I will eventually put a poll out, and we will have a lore day, depending on whether you want a certain lore.
I mean, we did an early episode on Warhammer.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh God, yeah, that's
Warhammer.
well. We just me and Dawson just had a crash course and wrote just right.
Mhm. So you telling me orcs, they can put shit together and it just works? Yes.
Yes, bruh.
I want to do a lore day on something.
I can sit down and do some Doctor Who lore, but that gets, dear God.
All right. So
And-
turns out it all goes back to the first Doctor.
No, because you know what's funny? That's not even the first Doctor anymore.
That's not
Because-
even the first
because
Doctor anymore.
The new showrunner, Chris Chibnall, fucked over the entire plot and storyline of this 57-year-long running series on some bullshit. But
Let's
that's a
go.
story for another day. Right now, you know what I'm mad about? Besides amongst other things, I'm mad about the playoffs because I can't
I
prove to you
straight
guys that the Knicks aren't
straight up
ass.
Fucking game,
The
bro.
Knicks are not ass.
They are.
We're not. No. As a
They
Knicks,
suck.
Greg, stop taking up for your shit basketball team.
look, there are.
That's like me on the podcast trying to fight for my fandom of the Dallas Cowboys. This is just a losing fight. Already know.
Look, I don't.
We'll
like
see
Dallas
tomorrow
Cowboys.
at 7:30, right?
Yeah, at the Garden, where you see Spike Lee right down there. Julius Randle is gonna show up finally. So is J.R. Barrett. It takes some pressure off of Derrick Rose's back, and we're gonna win this game. It's gonna go a 3-2. Another game, we're gonna pull it a 3-3, and go push it to
No.
Game 7.
No.
We're taking
This
it
is
back to
gonna
the
happen
A.
next game, bro.
We're taking it back to the A.
They
Taking it
can't
back to
stop
the A.
I straight a game. They
Nah.
can't stop him. He's unstoppable, bro.
Nah, we gonna injure this man. We're taking him
He
out.
has he has his own theme song, bro.
We're pulling we're gonna give him a taste of Anthony Davis. We're gonna injure this man, and it's gonna be raps. We're putting the hit out on Trey.
Trash. Just trash, bro.
And then you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna go and beat out the Washington, the DC, the Wizards, and then it's gonna be Brooklyn versus New York. This is gonna be a New York Eastern Conference Finals, and it's gonna be Magic. I can lose then.
So
That's all.
audience, comment on in a week.
New York
or-
versus New
uh,
York
Hey,
Eastern
Greg,
In a
Conference
week,
Finals.
You're a
and
loser.
comment when the Knicks lose.
No, we haven't been in
Comment,
the playoffs since
please.
2013. We need this. We're not going out in the first round.
Y'all are.
Comment when the Knicks lose, and then Greg on the next episode of the podcast is
Greg,
like, well,
Greg, if the Knicks lose, bro, you gotta be like the Knicks. The Knicks suck. You gotta say it.
No, I can't. I've been a Knicks fan
You gotta say it,
since-
bro.
before I knew either of you. Before my brother was born, I was a Knicks fan.
Uh-huh.
And from day one, I know we haven't been
So
the
you've been
greatest.
losing
we
your
haven't
whole
been,
life,
we
bro.
haven't been the greatest team.
so you
but
just
you
been
gotta-
taking L's
He's been
But-
taking L's your whole life.
but-
nonstop.
We here.
Non-stop L's, bro.
Hey, we got 2 chips. All right, we got 2 chips.
hmm
We on the board. That's more than Atlanta can say.
real interesting.
You guys, the biggest people in your history have been what? Trey Young, Vince Carter, and Mutombo. And that's it.
Well, you talking about history. We talking about now.
Come about now, bro.
Right
What
now,
about now?
fucking
What
Trey
about now?
Young.
What matters is now. That's like me bringing up Troy Aikman's fucking Cowboys. What
What about
That's
now?
like,
isn't that what
I-
most
Talking about
Cowboys
now.
fans do? And Tony Romo.
What have you done for me lately?
no, we don't bring up Tony Romo's Cowboys. We think about the now.
We talk about now, Greg. What about now?
right
what are the
now,
Knicks doing now?
we got
Right now.
Okay,
What
yeah.
are the Knicks doing?
What are the Knicks doing now?
trying
About
to.
to take a L.
No,
Taking L's,
we're
bro.
we're bringing it back to the Garden. Just you
They're
watch.
about to take a L.
And I come back next week, and I'm gonna say y'all doubted me.
hmm
Come back. We're pushing it to the Game 7. We have to. We have.
I'm nodding right now. hmm
Let's see.
No, you can't let this. We can't. We here. That is our mantra. We here, and we ain't going.
Yo, y'all going to go. Y'all going back home. That's what's happening. Y'all going back home because y'all gonna take that L.
You know
Have
what?
fun.
And I'm not.
Have home
And if we lose,
packing.
I'm not even gonna turn around and root for the Nets. You know what? I'll hold my L. Cause
Hold your L with pride, huh?
Hold your L and then say for our national audience that the Knicks suck.
of 30 people, yeah, the next son.
Yeah.
Knicks suck.
Tell these 30 people what it is.
What? The burden of being a Knicks fan. God. It is rough out here. It's rough out here for a Knicks fan. Most of the days it feels like you, Stephen A. and Spike Lee, and that's it.
Hope you're proud of yourself.
You know what? I am. And you know what? If the Knicks lose, I will go out and order myself some Arby's.
Arby's is disgusting.
Come back
Arby's
and
is
tell you
gross.
how it
Arby's
was.
Arby's is run by the mafia, bro. That's the only reason why it's in business.
It's
If you
run
eat
by the
Arby's,
mafia?
bro, if you keep eating Arby's, a xenomorph's gonna pop out of your stomach, bro. It's just facts.
If
Like,
the
these
Knicks
are-
lose, I will go out and order some Arby's and tell you
Enjoy
how it
the
was.
xenomorph in your stomach. Enjoy being, because once you eat Arby's, bro.
No. If the Knicks
you owe-
lose. If the Knicks
you owe-
lose. Go ahead.
No, I was saying if you eat Arby's, you owe money to a loan shark. Like you just gotta.
What?
I was gonna say something of a similar manner. I was gonna say that, if the Knicks lose, you owe us a food of our choice.
A food of your choice?
Yes.
Ugh.
I'm a cheapo. I'm not gonna do you dirty and be like, take me to the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh,
Take
hell
me
no.
to Benihana's.
I'm not gonna be the Duke and be
Benihana's.
like, yeah.
This man said Benihana's. Oh, God.
Take me to Benihana's, bro.
Bro, you ordering some water?
Nah, I'm ordering the most expensive thing they got.
And the kids meal, some chicken nuggets.
Rack of lamb, please. I don't know
Rack
what they serve at Benihana's.
Deshaun about to pull a Duke fucking this expansive list.
Ah, yes. I would like to take some summer sausage with Gouda bourbon cheese
Oh my god.
and the most fine table crackers.
Speaking of Resident Evil 8, Lady Dimitrescu is fine as hell and all, but the real star is our boy Heisenberg.
Yeah.
Like I had so much fun with him and his fucking propeller puppet thing at the boss. That boss was fun.
You know what we need to talk about? How Ethan is the perfect man to continue the Redfield bloodline.
Nah, what we need to talk about is why was even in death, fucking you see Lady Dimitrescu's crystal?
Oh,
She
yes.
drops-
That waistline.
Fucking
Yes.
now, why is he turning around? So damn. Like even in death, like she did not need to be.
Bro, the purpose is that Ethan is such a Chad. That is the purpose of Resident Evil 8. This regular dude, for the most part, goes through some horrible bullshit.
Horrible.
Once again, for no reason. You know what I would have did? I would have found the radio in that car, in that truck, called in, and then left.
Right. I mean,
You know what? In Resident Evil 7, I would have did if I was Ethan. I would have been like, I would have rolled up to that house and be like, nah,
God.
I'm good.
So were you that guy that gave the antidote to the last family member instead of your wife?
Dude, yeah, no, fuck Mia.
Because
Mia's bland as fuck, dude. She's cardboard.
she's
like,
bland, and like in the beginning of Resident Evil 8, she's kind of mean to Ethan. It's like
but that was Miranda.
that was Miranda, yeah, but like
That was Miranda being a bitch, low key.
when did she even do that switch anyway?
I don't know. But Chris could have said something at the beginning.
Chris could have said something.
He could have said something. He could have been like, that wasn't your wife, Ethan. It's fine.
I don't know what
That was
type of like research he's doing anyway, because he relocated them there. You relocated them to the birthplace of Umbrella, and then not to expect things to go like
Dude, Chris is a dumbass, dude. He's a roid rager.
all his thought process went to his shoulders. Fucking
Yeah, like Chris's like whole process is go work out at the gym and then go find a boyfriend for Claire.
fucking
And those are his two thought processes.
Chris the Rock Puncher Redfield. That's what he is.
He's like, my sister Claire needs to continue the Redfield bloodline. And Jill is like, I'll fuck you, Chris. Like, we can have kids together. And he's like, nah, we're just friends.
So if you
Mutual friends. That's it.
if you didn't also notice with those village parts of the first half of the game, it's really setting up Resident Evil 4 remastered. So all those remember all the back in the day the memes of how fucking useless and annoying Ashley was. Remember that?
I'm really not trying to get that game. You know what's the reason why?
Why?
I don't play Resident Evil 4 even though I enjoyed it a lot. Why I don't play it again? Cause Ashley. I don't feel like doing that shit again. I don't feel like hearing her yell, Leon! Leon!
I heard
Just-
that's been like a giant misconception to where people just wasn't playing her right. I heard this one thing, I can't remember where it was, where all you gotta do is like you have to get like the heavy knight's armor, like stick her in the middle of the area and she can't move and the zombies can't like hit her, so you just like use her as a farm and just go behind and just knife everybody. It's like,
Well, that's the thing. You don't get the knight armor, get the chance to get the knight armor until like more than 60% through the game. Like,
that's true.
it's just not even worth it. Like, fuck Ashley.
So
She's
that's
lame.
That's coming up soon though. The Las Plagas is coming up. Everyone's favorite sidekick. Everyone's favorite.
Leon.
Though I think my favorite remastered is actually probably either RE2 or RE1. Those are fun, and I think those are good remasters. RE3 only was good for the mod.
Buns.
I mean the mods were funny as hell.
Yeah,
Fucking-
because I need to see Jill half naked. And also I need to see Nemesis as Shrek.
Bruh. I think one of my favorite mod communities is like not even Skyrim. It was the Left 4 Dead 2 mod community. Like I remember I was playing modded Left 4 Dead 2 with my friends one day, and we had fucking the tank as fucking buff ass Terry Crews, and anytime he would appear, he would yell that, and the Old Spice team would come in like the hallway, and it'd be ambient. So as it got closer, it got louder, and we got pushed into this small like stairway, and he's coming down the stairs, yelling at you. I think like the zombies like Teletubbies or some shit, and, like all this random different crap. But it was just it turns mods really like on that scale turn the game into something else, and it's fun. And when it's done right, it gets a brand new experience. Are you guys frozen again? Are you done?
No.
Nah. All right. Sorry for
We're
the
just
lack.
taking it in, bro.
We're taking it in. It's late, and we've done this 3 times today, basically. Moving on in the list though, some good shows. Castlevania, I finished that this week, and it was a just crisp animation, and you know, so same with the Demon Slayer movie was basically from the manga to the big screen was great, and that game is coming out. I don't know when. I looked it up. It says it's scheduled for release sometime in 2021, but everyone knows. Actually, no, it looks good. It looks like I play that. I go online with that game. That
One
game
for
looks
Justice
fun.
good too, huh?
Hell no. Hell no. That shit took my money. Because I bought the first one's Justice. Fuck that game.
It looked good, huh?
It looked good, but shit, all you gotta do is play fucking Kirishima, and that's all you need. Because they didn't know how to program Super Armor, so he had like all of it. So
All you gotta do is play fucking Dobby and just keep summoning pillars and get them in the infinite.
not even that, just play Kirishima and you just body through that.
Or all you gotta do is play fucking that one time I played Endeavor and just kept
Endeavor!
spamming his projectiles.
Yeah, that shit, and bro, I had a roommate freshman year that swore by, 3D Fire, this is better than fucking the shit you were playing, Greg. I was like, what are you talking about? This shit's broken and stupid.
Shit's unbalanced as fuck.
This is the same. This is the same dude that would only play fucking when he played the Storm series, he would play Danzo.
Let's go. Go.
No, fuck him.
Talk
Because
about balanced.
he played Danzo just so he can try to get that insta kill. And if you
It's a
know,
perfect-
you know. It's so stupid.
It's a perfectly balanced game.
Bro, I remember,
Perfectly balanced.
the first time I went online and I experienced that. I was like, huh? I thought
Perfectly
I thought I misinputted, so I thought it was a delay. I just got like beat the fuck. No, just instant. It's not even a good requirement for it. They just insta
Perfectly
kill.
balanced.
Perfectly balanced. Nah. Though here's a question because I was watching some gameplay of the Power Rangers game with the new Ryu and
Yeah.
Chun-Li, and Chun-Li looks nice in that game, but it reminded me a lot of Marvel Chun-Li. Which do you guys prefer, the 3v3 fighters or the 1v1 fighters? Like, do you prefer like a Marvel style, fast pace, a bunch of characters,
I like
or,
one v
in
one.
fighters,
I
like Fighter
prefer
Z,
1v1s.
or the 1v1?
Yeah.
The
I hate my
1v1s?
character dying because characters die too fast in that game for me. And when I lose a character, I'd be so sad, bro. I feel so distant.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, like that's the one character that I body with. Fuck.
And now I'm out. Now he's fucking.
Now I gotta learn 3 characters.
You
What
gotta
you
learn
telling
three
me, bro?
characters?
I gotta sit here and learn 3 characters. Let me just learn.
And then I
one
learned a
character.
synergy too.
Mhm.
Like, what if all the 3 characters I like to play are just buns together assist wise?
I mean, unless you're
saying.
Fighter Z and you just go, I can just do UI Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, but even in that game, I can't play the characters I want to play because
I can't play fucking my low tiers because fucking.
I can't
I'm
play.
getting whacked.
I can't play Krillin when everyone's playing UI Goku. I
I'm
can't.
saying
I can't.
I can't play it, bro. I
Bro.
gotta have a top tier on my team.
I can't
And
play Master
I
Roshi.
gotta have a Goku on my team, alright?
Right.
One. At least one. He can be fused to someone, but there needs to
gotta
be a little bit of
there gotta be a
Goku.
Goku.
And even
Goku
even
gotta be
now,
somewhere.
the one I use, I'll play Vegito. Fucking Vegito isn't as great as he once was because you got Gogeta,
Bruh,
Blue, and
I hate
Gogeta.
Vegito for one purpose. His multi-attack and his basic combo is disgusting.
What, you mean the one?
I hate it so
you
fucking
mean
much.
The
The kick and the punches, I fucking hate
the
him.
cocky,
Maybe
I'm
Goku-
like-
the cockiness. He's got his arms crossed and he's fucking multi kicking you. Just,
Bro, no. Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 is on some other fucking taunting bullshit. When someone gets off the fucking bluff Kamehameha on you,
Oh man.
bro, you know the anger that comes out of me when that fucking happens. He teleports behind you and kicks you, or the fucking his level 1 super where you like teleports behind you, kicks you, and then fucking does like the multiple Gogetas and then kicks you. I'm like, bro,
Bruh, no.
fuck this nigga.
No, it's the extraness of like the somersaults and the flips for me with Gogeta Blue. It's like you don't need to do all those fucking spins. Like you
Who,
doing this on
who let
purpose.
this? Who let these 2 clowns fuse?
And the funny is, every time they're fused, I believe that cockiness is. I think that's Vegeta, right?
It's Vegeta's cockiness with
It's Vegeta's cockiness with Goku's playfulness.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So it's
Fused into one. So the most annoying being possible outside of fucking Gotenks.
God. And that's
That's
Because
why I
funny.
fuck
think-
Gotenks. Gotenks is like all the rudeness and
I hate-
nastiness that you hate about Trunks.
As a Dragon Ball fan, I hated Gotenks
I hate Gotenks.
because
also.
it was all I saw. All I saw was Trunks. I never saw a lot. I didn't saw any or like any at all of Goten in there. It was just Trunks, and I didn't like Trunks growing up.
It's Goten's
They're like
child.
kid
It's
Trunks, kid
Goten's
Trunks.
childness.
Well, yeah, Kid Trunks, yeah.
It's Goten's childness and Kid Trunks' fucking rudeness.
Bruh.
yeah.
I saw this were late night. I remember I saw this little comic strip. You know, it's Gogeta and remember the fusion of Bulma and Chi-Chi
Chi-Chi?
is, you know, and they're together, and then something happened. They defuse, but then you have fucking Bulma on top of Vegeta instead, and it's fucking mismatch. Like, oh, that's what you guys are on.
You mean Chi-Chi and on top of Vegeta and
Yeah.
Bulma on top of Goku? Yeah. I mean, we know that fucking Bulma thought about it for the longest time. She was like,
Right.
you know, damn, that nigga Goku grew up to be sexy.
Fucking
Then
right.
then she got her short saying.
No, she went
She
for that
got-
nigga Yamcha. She was like second best thing, and then fucking Vegeta showed up
Wait a
with his
minute.
goddamn Widow's Peak.
Wasn't the
Let's
Bro, if
go.
I was Yamcha, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, look at this
Let's
nigga.
go.
we'll put
Just manlit.
we'll leave our short king aside for a second, but like second, she going for second best. Wouldn't that been Ten Shinhan?
Bro, she don't want no third eye ass, bald ass, monk ass nigga.
That's the second best. She got the fourth best. Cause I think
Yeah,
cause Krillin's above Yamcha.
and she don't want Krillin.
He's short.
No
He's
nose
super
having
short and
ass.
bald. He's short, bald, and has
hey,
no nose,
hey,
bro.
hey, Krillin bagged a baddie though too.
Yamcha has scares and
But yeah.
Yamcha
Yeah.
has hair and battle scars, bro. Come on.
Yamcha's kind of badass, and then all of a sudden Vegeta shows up.
Remember
This
remember-
5'3"
remember
manlet.
when Ten Shinhan
This
broke-
5'3" manlet with a widow's peak. Bro, like, boy needs to go to the barber. Like, I don't got the best hairline. I know my shit ain't nice, but ain't crisp. But fucking
his
Vegeta,
hairline is
dude.
right here and goes.
His hairline is right here and goes out. I'm like, bruh. And he's like a manlet too. Like Yamcha's way taller than Vegeta. Like fucking Vegeta's a little manlet.
Hey, my boy. But guess what? Guess what though? Vegeta
But he got a
black.
bigger meat though, obviously. Cause Bulma ain't come back. She
Bulma
never
has not
swung
come
back in that nigga Yamcha's way.
Bro.
Also,
Vegeta-
the worst part about it, Vegeta killed Yamcha. By association. So you gonna date the nigga who killed me? Bro, Bulma's foul. Bulma's foul as fuck.
But that was
And you gonna have a kid with him too?
You
Without
kid with
even
this nigga?
marrying him? Bruh, she's foul.
God.
Foul.
And then you gonna have this nigga, the son, your child, come back and show me up too.
And yeah, and then show me up too. Like,
one, of the,
bruh.
one of the best jokes from the bridge is Goku's like, what happened to Trunks? Goku's like, what happened to Yamcha of the future? And Trunks is like, well, after he found that Bulma was pregnant with me, he kind of died, and it just cuts to him hanging. He hanged himself. Like, you know what? That's probably like a realist. Like, that's just awful. But it's probably your best friend, the fucking cat, and you get like outplayed. That the dude that killed you stole your girl.
Oh, bro.
That was awful. But speaking of awful, I want to wrap things up here. It's tough. It's tough being a Knicks fan. It's tough being a Dragon Ball fan because Dragon Ball Super. I don't know where they're going with the comic book,
Ass.
the manga. Like they have these good ideas. Like now, Vegeta's officially training under Beerus, trying to get Destruction Energy. That's cool. But now that they're getting beat up by this random dude that wished for ultimate power or another Dragon Ball, it's like, anything you guys been doing worth anything now? Like it's
Just ass, dude.
repeating plot points, and it's just like, I don't want to read this.
Let Dragon Ball die already, bro.
Honestly,
I was okay with what they were doing with Battle of Gods and fucking Resurrection F. Just release a movie like every 2 years. I'd be satisfied.
if I wasn't a fan of Dragon Ball from my childhood and growing up with it, I wouldn't be a fan of it right now. If someone said, "Hey, check out Dragon Ball Z," and I watched it, I don't think I would like it. I don't. Think
Well, I
would
mean,
it.
like,
compared to all the other anime I watch and the reasons why I like it,
Yeah, I
I
get
think
it.
it's because you become critical and you start seeing those flaws in Dragon Ball storytelling. But at the same time, we do shit on it a little too much because some of the storytelling is actually pretty decent.
you know what's funny? True, but it's funny though.
Like,
I would still like Dragon Ball. I would still like the original Dragon Ball. And
no,
Z-
Dragon Ball and Z. I
I
say
like
Z up until
Frieza
the.
saga was freaking cool.
the Frieza
I
saga
say-
and the Cell Saga too. The whole
Cell
Cell,
Saga was my
18
favorite
saga.
saga, bro.
Boo is very forgetful, and it's where most of Dragon Ball rears his ugly head. But I wouldn't hold it. I wouldn't defend it as much as I do. I wouldn't have any urgency to run to defend it. Because you're absolutely right. I am more critical now than I was at 10, 11, 12.
This is what watching Full Metal Alchemist does to you.
This is that's when Full Metal Alchemist is your first actual sit down anime does to you. Yeah, that's absolutely true. But Dragon Ball is my first Japanese thing I watch every so often, and I love it. Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood was the first one I sat down and binged completely, did a full deep dive into.
Oh yes, but the base part about Full Metal Alchemist is had they let the Ice Alchemist do his job at the first episode,
Bruh,
then the whole story would have never happened.
bruh. It's funny how wild Full Metal Alchemist got, like the side plot where they went off after like before Brotherhood when they went ahead of the manga and did their own shit. You
Yeah.
go back to that stuff, it's weird, but good.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Fucking Shambhala, the fucking movie,
Yeah.
where they go to the our timeline
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
fucking Nazi Germany. Fucking Hughes is a Nazi, just canonically.
Canonically. That shit-
Hughes is a Nazi.
That's good. If we'll come back next week, and either I'm gonna be very happy about the Knicks, or
I'm gonna be right.
Yeah, me and Dawson, we're gonna be right.
I'm gonna come back
Me
from
and Deshaun.
a long day at the toilet from eating Arby's, But you guys will find out on the next episode of the Re-Up Podcast.
We're gonna have a xenomorph in the place of Greg.
That's gonna be a fucking
Just speaking with the little mouth.
the virtual streamer, the 3D model.
It's gonna put on his glasses.
God, that's so good. Well, we'll talk about that in the next episode of the podcast. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching and listening. As always, you can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, and on our YouTube channel. You can also find us on our social medias, our Twitter, Re-Up Podcast, and our Instagram, Re-Upcast. You can find the archive of all of the previous episodes on our website, where you can also find a link to our Discord and come chat with us and talk to us. I'd like to thank everyone for listening and watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Happy Pride Month, everyone.